Alright, let's dive into something that's been bubbling up in the health and fitness world, and no, it's not another fad diet. It's the rising cost and potential shortage of whey protein powder. Sounds mundane? Think again. This isn't just about gym rats or smoothie enthusiasts, it's a story that ties together supply chains, consumer trends, and even pharmaceutical advancements. So, let's break it down. First off, whey protein prices are soaring. Like, seriously soaring. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, some suppliers are already sold out for the rest of the year. Personally, I think this is a wake-up call for anyone who's been taking their protein shake for granted. What's fascinating here is the sheer scale of the demand. Leonard Paulzine, an agricultural economist, points out that prices for mid-protein grade whey have jumped about 20% in the last 6 months. But here's the kicker, over the past 2 years, that same product is up nearly 83%. That's not just inflation, that's a full-blown supply-demand mismatch. Now, what's driving this? Well, it's not just bodybuilders. Kathleen Wolfley, an agriculture supply chain expert, highlights 2 key factors: the rise of GLP-1 medications and a broader wellness trend. GLP-1 drugs, often used for weight management, have users increasing their protein intake to combat muscle loss. Meanwhile, even people not on these medications are chasing protein, thanks to the more is better mindset. What many people don't realize is that this trend is spilling over into everyday foods. Starbucks has protein cold foams, grocery shelves are packed with protein-enhanced cereals and pastas, it's everywhere. Costco even reported significant growth in protein snacks and bars. So, if you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just a fitness trend, it's a cultural shift. But here's where it gets really interesting. Whey protein is a byproduct of cheesemaking. That's right, it's essentially a waste product turned gold. Nutritionist Maya Feller points out that dried whey is the go-to protein additive in foods and supplements because it's so digestible and versatile. Yet, despite growing production, inventories are tight. High-protein whey stocks dropped 7% year-over-year in March, even as production increased by 6%. This raises a deeper question: can the industry keep up with demand? Or are we headed for a protein powder apocalypse? Scott Dicker from Spins, a market research firm, says we're far from peak protein. Older generations are sticking to traditional high-protein foods like meat and eggs, while younger folks are reaching for protein-added products. And let's not forget protein powders in drinks, they're still a staple, even with protein options in every aisle. What this really suggests is that the protein craze isn't a fad, it's a long-term shift in how we think about nutrition. Now, let's talk alternatives. If whey prices keep climbing, what's next? Heatha Herzog, a research analyst, warns that consumers might need to rethink their budgets. Dr. Alok Patel suggests turning to whole foods instead of relying on supplements. Personally, I think that's solid advice, but let's be real, not everyone has the time or inclination to meal prep chicken breast every day. Soy protein, for instance, is a great alternative. It's got the full amino acid profile and is more sustainable. But will it catch on? That's the million-dollar question. In my opinion, this isn't just about protein powder, it's about the intersection of health, economics, and innovation. The protein craze is pushing manufacturers to get creative, but it's also exposing vulnerabilities in the supply chain. If you're someone who relies on whey, now might be the time to explore other options. And if you're just an observer, this is a fascinating case study in how consumer trends can ripple through entire industries. So, what do you think? Is the protein craze here to stay, or will it fizzle out? And if whey prices keep climbing, what's your plan? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to hear your take. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.